Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is Tuesday, February 24th, and it's approaching 7 p.m. And that's a good time for us to be tuned in to the VE3ZOE repeater on a frequency of 443.075. My call sign is Victor Alpha 3 India Mike Whiskey, VA3IMW. My name is Mac, and I'm residing here on the West Mountain in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. Um, Also, streaming the net on YouTube allows people from a further distance to be able to participate. Feel free to like and subscribe. Certainly appreciate everybody's attention. And it's going to be interesting tonight to see the arm wrestle over who's going to become the net controller, whether it's going to be Bill or Chuck. They're both on the repeater right now, having a bit of rag chew. So we got less than a minute to go before the net starts up. So let's turn up the volume and please stand by.
Are you taking it, Bill, or am I?
Well, I must be half asleep here. Go ahead.
All right, we are live. Live and on the air. This is Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Juliet Zulu. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Bonsoir, tout le monde, et bienvenue. This is the Lake Ontario Radio Club. We meet here every Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday at 7 p.m. and on Thursday on the Simplex frequency of 446.125. And the net is being streamed live on YouTube by Mac VA3IMW. And tonight I will be your net controller. Once again, backed by popular demand, it's the Lake Ontario Radio Club. Let's see if there are any time-sensitive, one-and-done portable stations who would like to check in now. All right, let's open it up then to anyone and everyone. Hopefully everyone has gotten over the anxiety of the Winter Olympics. Anyone and everyone with a valid license who'd like to check in, please come now.
Break the ice. Victor Echo 3 India Uniform Kilowatt.
All right, Bill, VE3IUK, please come in.
Yeah, good evening, Chuck. Good evening to everyone online. I haven't got the YouTube feed up yet, so I don't know who's there. Anyway, just a slow day here. I managed to get on the radio around about 4:30 and was able to pick up 15 new parts today despite crappy conditions. There's a station in usually I could hear the Barbados today. I could just barely hear this guy, and it was in a new park, so I kind of missed that one, but was able to work into Alberta on 10 meters POTA, so that was kind of cool. Anyway, Chuck, thanks for doing it, and we'll be listening along.
Yeah, very good, Bill. I too was active on the HF bands today. I got a handful of parts, and I got a DXpedition in Guyana, which I just am thrilled to add another DXpedition contact. They are somewhere in Guyana, probably in the jungle. I don't know. Hopefully on the beaches there, on the tip of South America, which is where on the northeastern side, I'd say. of South America there, and I looked it up. The main export for Guyana is oil, crude oil, and the second biggest export is gold. So, interesting. Never knew about the oil, but maybe they're giving Venezuela a good competition there. All right. Thanks, Bill. Anything else?
It's interesting about Guyana. I knew about the gold, but I didn't realize that about the oil. So that's cool. No. 2,117 parks confirmed. So if conditions start getting better, we'll be able to park more boat. And great for you for working into Guyana. That's a good one, Chuck. So nope, just listening along and say good evening to everybody.
Yeah, very good. Well, since I have the logbook open for the this net, I don't have my log available right now to give you the call sign, but it started with an 8. I think it was 8 Romeo. Anyways, looks like it's 4 Italian guys, 4 Italian call signs, starting with India Zulu. And once I look it up, I'll tell you guys to look it up on QRZ. They list all their equipment that they're using, antennas and stuff like that. They link you to another web page. It's interesting. Anyways, Bill, thanks so much for checking in, and let's see who else is out there would like to check in tonight on the Lake Ontario Radio Club. This is Chuck in Hamilton, VA3CJZ.
The call was 8 Romeo 1 Whiskey Alpha. Got him twice. FD8 and sideband. Got 5.9 on sideband. Quite happy with that. VA3IMW.
Oh, there we go. Al. Bonsoir, Monsieur Al. Victor Alpha 3, November Fox Lima. What's that call sign again?
8 Romeo 1 Whiskey Alpha. You sound off on that radio. Unless it's me, I don't know.
Well, I'm getting a rough copy on you through the repeater there. It sounds broken up a little bit. Anyone else have any comment on my audio?
It sounds like a little bit of out of phase distortion, so there's a little bit of a bounce happening. But you're totally audible, but it's just a little funky.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I thought. Phase distortion. All right, and we're running an SWR of 1.5 here. Anyways, Al, there's your answer.
All right, good buddy. Bonsoir. I'll be listening along. VA3's CJZ, VA3IMW. I wrote it on the damn wall.
All right, Al. Merci beaucoup, Monsieur Al. All right, and especially for knowing that call sign. Yeah, I'm all about DX. So anyways, congratulations on getting a 5.9 on sideband. And with that, let's see who else is out there would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club Tuesday edition of the net. Please come now.
You might as well put me in the log there, Chuck. VA3IMW's with you.
And Victor Echo 3, Sierra Mike November.
All right, well, it looks like every station that I'm hearing has that phase distortion, so there you go. There must be a blimp parked above me. So I've got IMW and Sierra Mike November. Let's bring in Mac, VA3IMW.
Yeah, Chuck, it's not usual for you to have phase distortion between you and the repeater. I have heard it a couple of times, but there's certain stations that have kind of inherent location difficulties, right? You remember when Arpad was doing these nets, and between him and Gary, my goodness gracious, they when they checked each other on direct, it was all yep. So it just takes one little stray beam of your signal to bounce off something that is the right proper distance. And if it's out of phase 180 degrees, then it'll wipe it out completely. So this is just slightly noticeable. So it doesn't completely obliterate the understandability of the transmission. Anyways, I did get a chance to listen around on the bands a little bit between 6:30 and 7. Nice, easy contact in Colorado. I heard, I didn't bother chiming in, but I heard a station on 20 meters in California. That would have been easy pickings, but I was just spinning around the dial to see what states I could hear, kind of get an overall view of what the band conditions really look like. No, not a whole lot of new stuff. As according to my log, I've got 33 parks to go before my next milestone. So hopefully I can get that wrapped up this week and be on to the next long stretch. Anyways, certainly appreciate you doing this one. And I'm sure that you're going to remember, since today is Tuesday and tomorrow is Wednesday, that you might remind everybody to get all 2-meter-ish and get funky down on Simplex with you.
Alrighty then, Mac. Certainly. So after Tuesday comes Wednesday. And Wednesday means it's the A-Reg night, the longest running Simplex net in the Hamilton-Dundas area. Of course, started by John, VE3JSU. Let's not forget about John Sims, who has since moved out of Hamilton and into, now he's in Thunder Bay. So last I spoke to him was around Christmas time. We'll have to give him a dingo back in a little bit there and see how he's making out. But I think he's probably in the same boat we are there. A lot of us are hibernating, waiting for that nicer weather. Anyways, so tomorrow night, dust off your 2-meter radios. I will be hosting the AREGNet, the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, at 8 p.m. on 146.430, and I will also be streaming live on YouTube. Just put my call in the YouTube search, VA3CJZ, and click on the live button. You'll be able to find us there. Actually, all my videos are there. If you want to go check out my channel, click the subscribe button on any of the videos there and highlight the bell with the all button, and whenever I stream, you'll get a notification. That's about it, I think, there, Mac. Back to you.
Indeed. And we also want to recognize Albert, VA3BT, who's checked in on YouTube from Snowy Berry. Another little barrage of white stuff coming across from the northwest. I guess they're calling it an Alberta Clipper again, which isn't good news. Remember that storm that they forecast that we would get to like 2 centimeters, and we got 2 feet? This is the same kind of thing. So anyways, it is nice to see that New York City got a little bit of a reprieve and that storm moved off the coast. So now they just get the chance to dig out and start life all over again. But waving a hand to Albert and everybody else who has occupied the chat on YouTube. Trust Albert's having good success getting his floors poured and start installing racking and get the heck out of Dodge by summertime so that he can get back to normal life. Anyways, don't know what else to tell you. Yeah, I'm excited for another opportunity for some fun and frivolity on Hump Day. So we'll definitely be joining you on 2 meters tomorrow night. And I appreciate you guys doing this one. I was looking forward to actually an arm wrestle to figure out whether Bill or you was going to run the net tonight, but looks like Bill's all out of arm wrestle oomph. So congratulations, Chuck. You're the winner today. I'll turn it back to you. Thanks again.
Greg?
Go ahead, Greg.
Hey, Chuck, did you say John was going to be on net tomorrow night? I was over at the fridge. I wasn't hearing it.
No, I was just saying that John was the one who started the net, and he has since moved to Thunder Bay, and he's probably doing what we're doing here, hunkering down, waiting for some nicer weather. And that I last talked to him around Christmas, and I should be giving him a call soon.
Okay. I thought we were going to bust Mayor Freddy's balls some more. Yeah, we always had a good time doing that. But all right, back to that. VA3IMW.
Mayor Freddy. I think I saw him at Walmart. I'm sure. Anyways, there you go. All right, then. So, yeah, big shout out to Albert in Wintry, Barrie, Ontario. And, hey, speaking of the snowstorm that they got on the East Coast, I was listening to, I think it was 40 meters, and someone was saying they got 26 inches somewhere on the East Coast there. So, yay. Yay for them. And even better for us. So, anyways. All right, so let's see who else is out there would like to check into the Tuesday night A-Reg net. Sorry, not A-Reg, that's tomorrow. The Tuesday night Lake Ontario Radio Club net. This is VA3 CJZ.
Did you get Matt already? VE3LPI?
Oh, look, I have someone else on my list here. VE3 Sierra Mike November. Yes, I do apologize for skipping over Matt. Come on in, Matt.
No worries at all. Thanks, Chuck. Thanks, Larry. And good evening to everyone on net. I still haven't made it home from work yet, so I'm in the truck. Stopped at the dollar store and then eventually heading home. And yeah, that's about it. Nothing too exciting to report.
Got a heater in that truck? Got a heater in my... Anyways. As long as you're not off to the rodeo.
No, not tonight anyways. 22 degrees in the truck. It's quite comfy. And just waiting for my wife and my daughter to pick up dollar store stuff that we probably don't need, but that's okay. And then tomorrow I'll be in Brampton all day at doing some training for work. And then, yeah, hopefully, if all goes well, I'll be home well in time for A-Rig.
Yeah, hopefully. But, so last night, you checked in with Rick, is that right? I couldn't hear you.
I just, let me think. I didn't check in on RF. I said hello on the stream, and we were sitting at McDonald's, and Gary checked in, I believe. But I didn't check in on RF.
Okay, then that explains it. Rick was having a moment of confusion then, because he kept saying he could hear. He couldn't hear me, but he said he could hear you. And I'm like, hold on, I just told you that Matt is on YouTube. And he wasn't coming back to me, and I'm like, oh man, Rick, he keeps relying on the SDR receivers all the time when there's local traffic, and he's not hearing them. So I was talking to him, and he wouldn't come back to me. So obviously he was listening on the SDR and couldn't hear me. So that explains it. Okay.
That would explain it, yeah. It's kind of one of those so close but so far away kind of things.
Yeah, to tell you the truth, the only time I ever use that is if I'm really trying to hear a station and I can't hear them on my radio. But I don't rely on that. Well, not at all. So, hey, to each his own, right? It is a helper, and but it's not always reliable. Anyways, Matt, thank you so much for checking in. Sorry to have skipped over you, and hey, you know, it happens. Anyhow, have a great rest of the evening. Drive safe, and if you have anything else, I'll wait for you to come back.
No worries, Chuck. That's all I got for you for tonight. I'll let you carry on and get Larry and whoever else is waiting in the wings. 7-3, everyone, have a great evening, and we'll catch you tomorrow, hopefully.
Absolutely, one way or the other. There's always the YouTube stream. All right, so I've got Larry. Let's see who else wants to check in. I'll add you to the list. Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot Portable. Good evening, Chuck.
VA3IMW.
All right, I heard Charlie Romeo Foxtrot Portable and Mark Hotel Victor. So Larry, if you don't mind, I'm going to pick up Vern first. VA3 CRF. Vern, come on in.
Good evening, Chuck, and everybody on the net. Just out for a walk as usual. Just walking right by the skating loop right now. There's a handful of people out here enjoying it, and got some music playing in the background. Not a bad day today, though if you look at the radar, as has been mentioned, there is some snow heading our way. We'll see how much we get. Gotta confess, Chuck, not looking forward to it. Back to you.
Yeah, you and me and about 12 million other people. Yeah, well, hey, listen, I don't think it's going to be much. I mean, from here on in, usually after Valentine's, you don't get a big dumping. It does happen occasionally, but from my experience there, it's just taken a while to wind itself down. You know, I look at the weather network and they're saying, oh, 1 centimeter here, 2 there. That's all right. But anyways, Vern, you know what you should do is one night get your ice skates there and go out on the pad and check in from the rink.
Gotta tell you, Chuck, I would love to do that. I don't actually have skates. The last time we moved, I ditched them. We had to downsize a little bit, and I've been tempted to get them again because I think it would be fun, and I know the grandson has come over and skated here. So I don't know if I'll do it this season, but I would like to. And I will mention as well, when we visited family in Arizona, they have gone to a rink there, and the grandkids really enjoy skating. So if they come back here to visit, I will bring them out here.
Yeah, absolutely. If they can open up a NHL franchise in Florida and Texas, then there's more exposure to ice skating because of that, I think. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's great exercise. I think for me now, if I ever went out on the ice, I'd need one of those walkers for the ice. I think they have those for toddlers. That's what I'd need.
I hear you, Chuck. They have them here as well. They have some small ones for the kids, and I know when our older son was learning, they basically just had chairs that they would hold on to as they skated around. Well, there's a bunch of guys behind me there, so I won't hold you up. Appreciate you checking me in, Chuck, and hope that you have a nice evening and a good rest of the week. And fingers crossed, I'll be around for a reg tomorrow. VA3CRF.
Okay, Vern, sounds like a plan. Thank you so much. You're sounding great into the repeater tonight. It seems like that phase distortion I had at the beginning is over now, so that's good. Thanks again, Vern. Enjoy the rest of your evening as well. Next, let's bring in Larry at VE3LBI.
Yep, thanks, Chuck. Good evening, everybody on the net tonight, VE3LBI. Just something I ran across. I can't remember if it was posted on our Discord or not, but as of March the 16th, Environment Canada will end weather radio forecast service. So VHF radio frequencies that used to transmit the weather will cease March the 16th after 50 years of operation.
Contact.
Oh, go ahead, contact.
Hey, Chuck, thanks for letting me jump back in. I saw that as well, Larry, and I got to say that is a sad day. I have counted on that service for years. It's a great way of knowing how well radio signals are carrying on VHF. I can pick up the ones out of Buffalo, and obviously a couple of local ones. And I've always been pleased with the fact that pretty much anywhere you go in North America, you can hear those and know what the weather is going to be like. So yeah, it's too bad they're ditching it. Anyway, thanks for letting me jump in there, Chuck. VA3CRF.
Yes, I'm with you too, Vern. Yeah, it's sad after 50 years. Make sure I'm not keying up with anybody. No, okay. There's a few little blurbs on it. One gentleman was saying the fact that he gets on a lake or something and gets no cell service. He could always listen to the radio and find out what the forecast was happening presently or what the future was going to show. So, yeah, after 50 years of service, so as of March the 16th, it'll be shut down. And the 23 inches of snow fell in Nova Scotia there, Chuck.
Okay, very good, Larry. I'm pretty sure I was listening to two Americans. They got slammed with a couple of feet of snow on the East Coast there as well, Larry.
Oh, yes, but you're talking about the storm that went through. The one at the West Coast, or our West Coast in Canada. They got 23 centimeters, or 23 inches of snow in Nova Scotia.
Okay, well, that's that same storm that hit the U.S. eastern seaboard. It went up north afterwards, and that's where it got to Nova Scotia. But anyways, Larry, if you could hang on, please. I heard a station in there, very, very scratchy. I'll try and listen again on Director, that station, trying to check in. Please come now. Okay, that is Tom, VE3 Mexico, Quebec. You're having a hard time holding the repeater there, Tom, but I can hear you just fine on direct. So just stand by, and I'll get you after I'm done here. Okay, Larry, back to you.
Yeah, the same storm hit the West Coast or the East Coast down in U.S. there. They got dumped on New York and all that area, but it did blow up into Canada here, so on our East Coast.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I saw a news story. They were saying exactly that. Once it hits the States, it's going up towards our maritime provinces. So, listen, they're used to that up there. You have to be a hardy person to be living in the Maritimes in Canada. I would never I did actually. I was in basic training in Nova Scotia back in January of 1979 at the barracks there, and man, it was a bad winter. So, yeah, you got to be pretty tough to live out there.
Yes, sir. Okay, I'll pass it back to you. VA3IMW clear.
Okay, very good. So let's bring in Mark now. VA3 Mike or Mark Hotel Victor.
Good evening, Chuck, and all on net. Not much to report here, Chuck. I've been kind of under the weather since Sunday night. Came down with a sniffly, sneezy, coughing, kind of head cold disease. So, no more weather service, eh? By Radio Canada. That's kind of a bummer. I guess they're trying to cut back to pay for everything else they're trying to do. I don't know what's going on there. Write your MP, I suppose. That's about all I got, Chuck. I've been listening along and enjoying. Thanks for doing it. Shovel's on standby, I understand, right? So, anyway, I'll be here for the duration. Thank you for doing it, Chuck. VA3MHB.
Okay, very good, Mark. And by the way, Larry, I did get that message there that you sent me on my phone about that. And so that means all those weather channels on our walkies aren't going to work anymore. I don't know. Just going back to Larry there real quick. Do you remember when RPAD was talking about this exact same story? And I guess they never went through with it, but now they are.
No, I don't remember that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember. You'll be able to pick up some, but most will be, obviously from the U.S. area. So that's just done by Environment Canada, but it'll disappear as of March the 16th. So yes, you're right. So on your Bofang or any radio that had kind of that emergency area where you could tune into, that'll just disappear.
Comment.
Go ahead, comment.
VA3IMW. So there used to be 10 working weather reporting stations, and the government said that because of the aging equipment, they would no longer be able to keep them all running. So I do recall RPAD mentioning that the end game was to shut them all down. I believe the stopgap solution was to amalgamate some of the equipment so that they could cover not quite half of what they used to do. I would say, from the standpoint of weather reporting, that the marine side of that is probably going to be most severely missed. That is really that was the better part of the reporting system. If you have the ability to tune into an AM frequency and monitor 162 dot whatever, then you also have the ability to tune an AM receiver into a local radio station and get the same kind of results. So I'm not suggesting that belittles the shutting down of the whole system, but I would say that the utmost importance would be the deletion of the marine forecasting system. That's going to mean that anybody who's out on the water is going to have to invest in a VHF radio and be able to tune into the maritime VHF system in order to get their information. But sadly, as we see on many fronts, the attention to the usefulness of any radio system seems to be diminishing as our society becomes more dependent on web-based systems. And that's painting a picture of the beginning of the end. So not if, but when that system goes down, we're going to be the most popular guys on the block. Back to you, Chuck. Thanks.
Yeah, very good, Mac. Thanks for that information and comment. And I blame it all on when the school system decided to stop teaching cursive writing. Oh, you're not going to need that. Everything's going to be typed on a computer screen now. Yeah. So, you know, the system will go down. It will. And like you said, we will be the most popular guys on the block. Well, on my block, there's at least two guys, Kevin and I, and Huey there. So three guys. And anyways, any other comments before I pick up Tom?
Yeah, VA3IMW.
Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, I was the one that found that last night on YouTube. I just fell down that rabbit hole. I passed it along to Larry and you guys. But I don't know. It just seems just echoing what you said about the reliance on modern technology and the government having no contingency plan. And I better leave it there before I get too political. But it just seems some people have no clue what they're doing. Anyway, back to you, Chuck.
Okay, very good, Bill. All right, then. So let's bring in Tom, patiently waiting there. Tom, VA3IMW, come on in. Okay, Tom, I don't think you came through the repeater at all that time, but I got you at about 9 or 10 over here. I'm wondering if you have the positive offset on the radio there, Tom. Yeah, it's I can hear it. It's been a while since I've definitely good everybody, so I'm not All right, Tom, I did hear you that time, squeaking in there with a lot of bacon frying. But, of course, I just hit the button and you come in on direct. So, yeah, nice to hear you, Tom. It has been a little while. So, yeah, wondering where you've been. Everything still okay? Yeah, everything's good. Got rid of that all the time. Yeah, major headache is in the back now. So time to move forward and make your way, make your path. Very good, Tom. Thanks for checking in, buddy. Anything else? All right, Tom is saying hello to everybody who cannot hear him through the repeater, and he's doing well. And yeah, we should be able to hear him. Maybe get yourself a ham stick you can put in the corner by the window there, Tom, and hook up your radio to that or something. Uh-oh. A bedroom with no windows except one in the ceiling. Oh dear, a skylight. Oh, that's interesting. All right, Tom, that reminds me of our bathroom has no windows. So I went outside the house and I went around to the other side, which we never go on that side because it's actually the property line ends about 3 inches from the house. Anyways, there is a window there where our bathroom is, but they put an insert in the shower, covered it up with the tile, and no windows. So yeah, very interesting. All right. Anyone else like to check in tonight to the Tuesday night edition of the Lake Ontario Radio Club? Any check-ins, comments, or questions? Come on in.
VA3IMW mobile.
All right, VA3IMW mobile. Steve, come on in.
Good evening, Chuck, and to all on net there. Just giving a general check-in for the net there on my way back home from my mom's house there. Everything's pretty much done. Do I have anything left to do? Yeah, got a vacuum Swiffer and maybe mop. I don't know. We'll see how it goes there. And there was something else I can't remember what it was, but I guess I'll figure that out next time I get over to her house. Anyway, that's it for now there, Chuck. Thanks for doing the net, buddy. VA3CJ's at VA3IMW in the mobile.
Yeah, absolutely, Steve. Run that vacuum there throughout, and well, back in the old days, used to use a broom, but now we got the trusty old shop vacs and whatnot, so it comes in quite handy. Make sure you don't forget any small pieces that your mom might step on and hurt, injure her foot with.
But we'll see how that goes there. Yeah, she might be kept in there. A little bit else is going on there. Yeah, just doctor's appointments and lots of specialists to see. So yeah, around Furch anyway, somewhere in there. Chuck, back to you.
Yeah, very good. I know most people look forward to coming home from any medical place that they're in. So I'm sure she's looking forward to that as well. So very good, Steve. Thanks for checking in, sir, and enjoy the rest of the evening. And by the way, Tom, MQ, if you're listening, Matt is saying hello. Matt, VE3 Sierra Mike November. Anyway, Steve, thanks again. Anything else?
No, that'll be it for now there, Chuck. We'll be listening along to the remainder of the net. Thanks, buddy. VA3IMW.
All right. So with that clears my list. Let's see who else is out there would like to check into the Lake Ontario Radio Club net. Please come now.
Recheck, Chuck.
Recheck Chuck. Say that 5 times fast. Go ahead, Vern.
Hey, Chuck, don't want to belabor it, but just a few more comments on the weather radio thing. The other thing that'll mean is that if you've got weather alert on your radio, some of my handhelds have that. It's not going to work anymore unless you're in the States. It won't work up here, which is too bad. And I know some folks have specific, like, weather radios that basically tune in just the weather stations. And, yeah, that'll be kind of useless. I have one of those. Maybe I'll take it down to the States for my son. I guess the other thing I was going to say is, fortunately, because of our attitude too, we always have a positive attitude. Our altitude up here in water, and I can pick up the weather station from Buffalo and another one from Pennsylvania. So I'll still be able to listen to some of that stuff. But yeah, again, I think it's a very short-sighted decision, but we've gone over that already. Thanks for letting me jump back in there, Chuck. VA3CRF.
Yeah, Vern, trying to cut back every nickel and dime they can, and services are suffering for that, for sure. And yeah, I depending on the time of day, I can pick up the American stations, but it's not 100% all the time. But yeah, well, that's like what they did with amateur radio, right? Basically, they got nobody running it, just somebody up at Innovation there, rubber stamping all the ham licenses, and that's it.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, Chuck. Anyway, I hope you have a great rest of the night.
All right, I'll try not to lose any sleep over it there, Vern. Thanks again. Anyone else with comments, questions, or check-ins for tonight's net, please come now.
VE3IUK.
VE3IUK, go ahead, Bill.
Just a reminder for some people, it may be garbage night, so I just put it out. So there you go.
Yes, last week was great. Didn't have to do it on Wednesday evening, so I think I'm going to start bringing the trash out before I do the net, so I don't have to do it at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night.
That's an excellent idea. I sometimes even forget, so I use the technology of putting an alarm on my smartphone to remind me.
Thing is, though, sometimes I tend to generate garbage in between, well, not when I'm doing the net, but it just seems that as soon as you bring the garbage and the bins out, you've got garbage, more garbage, that you either have to run out to the bin or just say, oh, I'll wait till they're empty and they come back in the house.
Yeah, it's like there's little elves that go around and find all the hidden garbage and put it out for you and go, here, you forgot to take this out.
Yeah. Well, also with the nicer weather, it won't be such a big deal to go out, without putting a jacket on. That's always nice.
Yeah, for sure, Chuck. Anyway, thanks for doing it, and we're looking forward to tomorrow night. So, 7-3.
All right, then. I guess we'll make this the last call. Last call for the Tuesday night Lake Ontario Radio Club net. This is VA3CJZ. All right, then. We got 10 check-ins tonight. That includes the YouTube check-in with Albert, who hasn't checked in on RF, and we also have Rock and Blues Snaps, who also checked in, but there's no call sign for him, so we'll call it 11 then. 11 check-ins tonight. Thank you all so much, and I look forward to hearing from you again tomorrow night on the Amateur Radio Exchange Group, the A-Rig Net, at 8 p.m. on 146.430. And I will also stream it on YouTube. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night. 7-3, VA3CJZ.
All right, Rock and Blues Snaps would be interesting to see if you have an operator call sign. That would be helpful, so we can track you and bring you into the log. However, we certainly appreciate your check-in on YouTube as well. Always nice to see some outside participation. With that, we'll bring the live stream to a close. My stream will be back here on Thursday evening. The Lake Ontario Radio Club net starts at 7 p.m. on Thursdays on a simplex frequency of 446.125. But if you come back here on the live stream, you'll be able to hear everything that we do there as well. 7-3s, one and all. That's how we say goodbye.